So you may notice the abrupt change in video quality. That's because my piece of shit computer or my piece of shit webcam decides to be a pain in the ass. It keeps falling the hell off of the damn mount all day long. Keep putting it back up, and I got the damn thing in. I got pissed off and finally just took a fucking hammer to it. The second piece of computer equipment I've destroyed today, and I almost beat the shit out of my computer. Damn near destroyed my goddamn laptop. Beat the shit out of a mouse I had. Now I'm using a shitty backup. I gotta go buy another goddamn webcam. It's probably not that because my crap computer. Yeah, well, the problem is I am the punching bag right now. Back to work tomorrow with the stupidity and everything else I gotta deal with. My freaking God with this. All these screw things. The glue keeps falling over. I just wanted to mod a blaster. That was it. That's all I wanted to do tonight. Beyond doing this a couple of hours ago. To spend 3 hours screwing with a webcam. It doesn't want to work. Now I have to go burn $25 to get a new one. Probably not even the damn webcam, because every time I unplug it, it worked. It worked on everything else. It worked on all the other programs I was trying to use, and it recorded fine. But when I plug it into this, it wasn't working. So probably not the webcam. Yeah, this was hell today for this thing. It's another reason I'm pissed off today. Because I had this didn't want to. I must have went through a near entire stick of hot glue trying to get this to stay straight up and down, or at least tack in place, so I could get the methacrylate in there, and I couldn't. It just wouldn't sit. The hot glue wouldn't hold. The super glue that I got from Harbor Freight, the garbage, that wouldn't hold. The tube I had from the other stuff wouldn't hold. Hey, homely, how you doing, man? So I ended up literally sitting there for 10 or 15 minutes holding this thing in place after having to shape it. And I had to cut. We had talked about like trying to slide it over. Unfortunately, this was as wide as this. Yeah, I even reset my router like 6 or 7 times. I reset the computer. I kept getting everything, and I don't know that I'm not good with computers to begin with. All right, but I put in as much as I could to try to fix it. I don't know what the heck was going on. There's actually, you know what? It's not screwed together, so I can just show you. There's quite a bit. Of course, the crappy camera on here, you can hardly see it. There's quite a bit of putty in the gap. There, you can see. Maybe you can't. Right here. Yeah. Doesn't matter. I've already destroyed the camera and the mouse. And I would have thrown the Comcast router across the house, but the power cord, but the cord that connects it to everything is screwed in, so that didn't happen. I almost threw the monitor off the table though, that was out there where my computer is. Still dealing with a lot of rage issues. A lot of squish over here on this thing. Just have to stop by Walmart tomorrow and get another webcam. Hopefully that's the problem. They put a lot of torque on this too, trying to make that pop. And I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with that methacrylic glue. That's some pretty good stuff. And where's the springs? That's the one I wanted. No, it's the Expo Dual Strike. There we go. All right. Mix a little glue up and glue that thing in. Horrible company they are. Come here. It's probably only going to be like a half-hour stream because I wanted to get to bed by midnight. I don't know how it's going to go. Might be longer. I gotta stream till I can calm the hell down some. I don't want to go to bed all raged up. Really? Oh, son of a... Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically it's what it is. I'm surprised that it holds. Still doesn't, you know, where's the trigger? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You don't tell me I lost the trigger doing this too. It's that shit out mouse that I killed. Nope. Yep, that's the mouse that I killed. What's left of it. I haven't destroyed one of those since I used to play online gaming. Garbage. Yeah, maybe they are, seriously. Really could be. I had a conversation with somebody today about going into work tomorrow, and I'm kind of pissed about it because they haven't done squat to accommodate the fact that I told them that I can't do the job that they hired me to do. And they said they were going to they're going to put me in another position. I just had to make it through the week. Well, the week came and by here, and nobody's doing anything about it. They said it was going to be taken care of on Friday. So nothing's come of it. So I'm going to walk in tomorrow, and then I'm supposed to open the store next Friday. I don't have keys for the building. I don't have security codes. I don't have anything for it, and I don't have the skills to do it. So they're literally just setting me up to, and like the next person that comes in is like 9 o'clock, and I have to be there by 7. So they're literally setting me up to like fail if they don't. if they don't get their shit together. So tomorrow I have to go in and remind them that I can't do that, and they have like there's a good chance tomorrow I'm just going to lose my job again. I was looking for ones online. It's now turned all into seasonal employment. Sucks. There we go. This is what we got now. Not a lot of extra clearance right there, as you can see. Yeah, Skyrim lockpick. I'm really good at Skyrim lockpicking. I don't know why. Like, I don't ever break lockpicks. That. And then it's gotta be fun to play with. Although I'm finding I'm scraping my fingers across the thing here, which I'm gonna have to figure out. I've been debating whether or not to remove this section here so it just goes down and then up, with this being the only support. But I'm not completely sure if I want to do that or not. I do know I want to crack into this thing. And I'm not sure what I did with the screws for it, to be honest. But I want to... Not cold in here. I'm going to put my sweater back on. I really want to... I hate these things. They got little pop tabs in here. You gotta kind of pry at them. I mean, if they're kind of half glued, half not, or just like really good at holding together. Ah, there it is. Yeah, it's definitely glued. I mean, like, donk that is. Chat window again. There we go. No, it's not special accommodations because of that. It's because of my stupidity and ineptity of being able to handle math and modern technologies. Like the math stuff I can kind of prove through school because I had papers that show that I have learning disability, but that's back from the 80s and it's never been followed up on. The physical end of it I'm used to. That's a given. It's the other end of it where you can't. I can't. I'm an old man. The old man aspect of it where I can't do the stuff that the young men can do because they're familiar with the technology and the capabilities of doing things. That's the problem. Yeah, that's actually a very good point. Really? You have got to be kidding me. I'm gonna get a break tonight. Seriously? What in the blue hell is holding that thing together? Hating me tonight, man. All right, Slimer. Another one? For the love of God. They got screws on the inside, so I can't take the plates out without. God, bloody hell, man! Hasbro just can't do their shit normal, can they, guys? Like, really? No, it's all solvent welded pegs. So why would they solvent weld it together and then put screws to hold the whole thing together? That's pointless. And they tell us that everything's so expensive because plastic costs and development. No, you could have saved a shitload of money right there by using your brains on design. Oh, so stupid. Not cool, Hasbro. Not cool. I'm out of soda. Yeah. At least I get more of these big screws, though. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why they do this. Manhattan Beach Crew. Skyler says he wants to have your babies. Well, I haven't collected babies for a long time. He can have as many of them as he wants. Are you kidding me? That's what they look like. It's a goddamn dinner plate. Probably just ripped all that open and not like the profile of what it looks like without it there. This is exactly what I just did. Take a look at it, see what it looks like on the blaster the way it is. What's up, Nintendo? This is not CL1. See, when I did the one for the Maverick, and I did the one for the Maverick one, I didn't take apart. Or did I? No, the Maverick one I took apart. I did the one for the Maverick, and it wasn't solvent welded together like this. It just had pegs, and I could pop them loose when I wanted to. Well, oddly enough, for some reason, when I put it together, it doesn't look that bad. I don't know. Yeah, you put a picture up of that. I saw that. Damn it. I'll have to get a better shot of it, but I'm not. Ooh, chair's breaking too. Not entirely sure I dislike it. I mean, the profile's much thinner, but we'll have to post a survey of it up on InstaSlam, I guess. See what you guys think. If the camera was better, it wouldn't be so shitty. And again, you know, I had to rage out and kill the thing, so. Raged out and killed the camera. Costing my other job already. Yeah, like that, it's. Yep. Like this. Then take that off. It kind of flattens it a little bit. I'm going to take that off. In fact, that's what I'm going to start doing now. What do you guys think? Bomb. What's up, Fuzzy Pete? Hey, Fuzzy Pete. How you doing, buddy? There we go. I'm going to quickly cut off these little fancy looking things because I don't like them. In theory, I'm going to quickly cut off these little fuzzy things. I don't like them. There it is. Move that to the side. I'm not knocking the screws over. Not today. Not today, people. Not today. Saw. No, I don't. I gotta remember to try to find my hacksaw. The little one. Yeah, and I got a very nice, very sharp bag of chisels a number of years ago. And some very long chisels, by the way, with narrow profiles. But the tool bag I have, they are utterly buried in. It is hard to get anything out of that bag of tools, especially if it's a socket now, because they all fell to the bottom because I had them on those bars. And that only works if you have them in a tool chest, unfortunately. The socket, the tool bag isn't long enough to hold the sockets. I gotta find it better. I had them all in one of those boxes that they came in with the little snap things in that, but my buddy screwed it up. And then he lost sockets and I couldn't tell where they were. Just all right, you know what? Power tools it is. I don't have the space for a proper. Hey, Russ. Of course I am. I'm always doing something wrong. Oh, I'll tell you what now. The world is out to get me tonight, man. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Looks much better. I was looking for my Vortex stock from the Paraxis or something like that. One that's really shitty. That was a really cool back end on it, though. Let me see if I can integrate that. See, I don't want to use this big ass hacksaw. I can't find that little dollar one, and I don't know what I did with the other blades, because I would literally just grab a blade, because it's so much easier to just use that little tiny one to hack through stuff. This is a pain. It's somewhat uncontrollable. There it is. Jeez Louise. Okay. I didn't see anybody else cut one of these down before. This. That needs to be reshaped too. Oh yeah, I guarantee you your legs are probably going to be throbbing. in the box. Nope, it's in the way of your finger. That's a shame. That actually kind of looks good. I can raise it up though. We'll have to think about that. Repurpose that piece. These are neat little pieces. Hand tools are fun, especially hammers. I like hammers. Okay. Now the next thing is going to get rid of this little piece of thing here, so I have just that riser. Yeah, well, I got to run an actual cord for this thing to do this. It's part of the whole cleanup process of this place, but see, this is why. Damn it. Bent up the shell awfully bad. I'm going to have to patch that. It's pretty ugly. Well, it can be fixed. What the hell? Why is... Oh, that's right. I forgot. This mouse likes to do it at once. That's why I stopped using it. Oh, god damn it. Okay, now this guy. Need more light. Yeah, I kind of really went off on Pokemon there, didn't I? It did bother me. There. Look at that shit. You can't even get the shell structures right on the inside, even, for the love of freaking God. What the hell, Hasbro? Like you go to like profile that, it doesn't even work right in profile. Like that's just poor craftsmanship. Poor craftsmanship. Oh yeah, so communistic. Dude, like Stalin heads on a wall, for God's sake, man. Seriously? Then he's learning from a pervert, for God's sake. He knows he turns into a girl. He's like, that's all cool. Turn into a girl for me. Probably why he's an orphan. They're not concerned about him. There we go. Chat window again. Stop that. I'd like to meet him. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to make it to Endor this year. And everybody else will. I mean, it's going to be expensive no matter where I go. I'm not even sure how it's going to work out, honestly. New job, not really awful sound, or even a different job by then. It's totally something new. There we go. You gotta clean up the edge. I'd probably do that with a file, but what fun is that? Favorite anime? I don't know. I used to watch a lot of Bleach, but I don't anymore. It's been on my Netflix list forever to finish. I used to watch a lot of Star Blazers too. That's kind of like my first anime though. There was a ton of that. Might not even know what Star Blazers is. I don't even have it right. It's Starship Yakira. Might be what it's called too. Capitalism is flawed. Every system of government is flawed. Well, that's a discussion for Shade's channel. See his name and he will appear. Well, I might be able to make it up there sometime, Nintendo. It's only a 3-day trip to drive. Get up there. I actually was planning on going out maybe before I got shit canned, raged out and got shit canned. I guess is a better way of putting it. But that was part of a plan too, because I was looking into how much what do they call them? Trains were. Train rides and train/bus rides weren't horribly awful. Not like completely stoked about spending 3 days on a bus with a bunch of people, but it would work out okay. You pretty much just put headphones in and go to sleep. We did a 2-day bus trip in school, so I just literally put my headphones in and went to sleep. Everybody was too busy doing what they wanted to do to bother with me, which was good. I was worried about getting a 2-day bus trip with a bunch of unsupervised kids were going to do to me at the time. There we go. No, that's the wrong one. I had a dart head on the one I like to use all the time, but now I kind of lost the dart head. That's not it. Where's the round one? There it is. Socialism and capitalism should work. Need a system of government that uses human skins as currency. The gold standard. No, we could put it on the skin standard. That sounds awfully dirty. Clear that up there. It's got a neat looking profile to it like that. Not bad. Well, the back part is the one that's going to bother me. different stock plate on the back of this. Why? At least the more light. But the computer camera gets washed out. If you do that. That's going to be entertaining there. Streetport's right there where I want it to be. That could be an issue later. It really could be. Uh-oh. Probably should switch off the drum. I think as long as I maintain a light touch, it should be fine. It has a tendency to bite more than a stone does. And I'm still going to have to sand this thing to paint it too. Oh God. Didn't even think of that till now. That's going to kind of suck. This is where I bent the shell. I got a nice spot and a shitty spot. You gotta remove it. And at least get it to where it's sandable by hand. So it doesn't look as bad as it would. There we go. Yeah, sanding blows good. I actually like taping, believe it or not. I like sanding drywall, though, for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because you're actually accomplishing something with it. It's not just some pointless... Ah, God. Ah, I've been in this chair all day. My ass is sore. It's craving for another chair. Oh, and I got these dumb tabs now. I don't need the tabs. Big, flat sides. Yeah, probably work. I'm guessing that's what's going to happen. It seems to be what happens every year. I always end up working on Halloween. There's a fair amount of kids in this neighborhood, too. And the first year, I bought a ton of candy. A lot of candy. No kid came to the door. Very little kids came, so I got stuck with a buttload of candy. So the next year, I bought more candy. And, like, almost no kids came to the door. And granted, there's like a good 20, probably like I get at least 10 or 20 kids here. No, I think my house might have gotten egged 2 years ago. I'm not entirely sure. It rained pretty good. Actually, I got kind of a story for that too, Austin. So, see what I'm saying here. So this kid came to the door then, was like the end of the night, and trick or treat was over, and I had this giant bowl of candy left, and I just told her to hold her bag out, and I dumped like probably 30 pounds worth of freaking candy in her bag. Kid looked like she won the lottery, for God's sake. It's hilarious. Dad didn't look too happy. I used to, as far as what Austin says here with about darts, I used to sell freezer pops and soda out of my trailer here for the neighborhood kids. And when I grew up, we did that. Everybody's house had soda and ice cream and stuff like that in their house. And you left 50 cents if you had a soda. You left 50 cents for the ice cream, and it was what it was. You know, it wasn't anything wrong. And so I charged these people. I bought them to hand away because it was hot. I didn't mind them playing on my lawn because it's a trailer park. So I let them play. And they started knocking on the door after a while trying to get ice cream. And all I had was freezer pops because they're cheap. So I sold them for like a nickel a piece. After like the neighborhood kids blew through 2 boxes like in 3 days, I went out and bought 2 boxes and told them they were going to be a nickel. And somebody's kid's mom took offense to the fact that I was selling the freezer pops. And after she got done on her rant, I told her she didn't have to have her kid play on my lawn either. I don't want my kid playing on your lawn. I'm like, okay. That's perfectly fine. I don't tell your kids where to play. I'm not trying to raise your kids. I'm telling you it's 1,000 degrees outside. And your kid's constantly complaining about being hungry because your trailer has no windows in it. You have boards up and I can see into your room as you walk around with your skanky nastiness hanging out in the trailer park, lady. And she starts putting her curtains with her just bath towels back up. I'd like to give out blasters. That would be fun. That would almost be as cool as full-size candy bars. All right. So we are building. Hey, Mr. Canada. I just watched some of your videos again. Mr. Mel Olson, if I remember correctly. I'm digging through stuff I found. The blaster you sent me. We got a whole pile of those I have to actually get the videos together on. We are building a... Yeah, I had a couple people. I'm actually selling my trailer because I don't like a couple stages like the real talk. I bought it for, I paid $3,000 for my trailer, took out a loan for $6,000, and it exceeded $10,000 in repairs. Everything leaks, everything creaks, is twisted in 3 out of 4 different corner directions. It requires more work than I have money or funds to be able to put into or be able to get a hold of. So the goal was to fix it, and I ended up getting the bathroom, the back bedroom, and part of the kitchen floor and stuff repaired. But anybody that comes up to look at it, immediately like they look and they're like, no. And I'm like, yeah, I don't blame them because I had a feeling that I was going to be the last person that probably owned this place. And whoever owns it after me will be the last person. And now the goal was to be out by the end of this month, which didn't happen. So now I'm looking at actually scrapping the trailer because the park used to buy trailers back and they stopped because people were just running them into the ground and selling back the garbage trailers. And then they had to pay to have them scrapped and moved away. So I'm trying to find a company that will pay enough to scrap the trailer and pick it up and take it as well. And I can make a couple of bucks off of it, and I can move into a friend's house where I can afford to live off a lower salary, and it's much cheaper because it would only, instead of paying rent, electric, cable, and all the other stuff that goes with it, it would only be rent. And then everything else is included with that in the rent. So it's like $450 flat. And that includes that. And there's like a couple other people that live in there. And I'd have the entire run of the basement pretty much to myself, and a regular room, which I'd probably never go to because I could separate myself off. And I could work part-time jobs, a part-time job as a cashier or something like that, and kind of make enough to be able to pay for the bills, the little bills that I would have, and buy food, and be able to focus really on my channel, which is really just kind of what I want to do now, because I'm done with everything else. I want to make this something. It'd be nice too, and I don't have the time to do so, so I have to get rid of this place first, and then I can move. And it's only like less than a mile away from me where I want to move to too, so it's not even like it's far. It's either that or I pick up and leave everything and go somewhere else, completely else. My sister, when I was talking, go to Maine, so it would literally pick up and go. The house is a really old house. It's a really big basement. Most of it would be pretty much my reign. Because you go down the stairs and you can turn left or right. If you turn left, the half that's segregated off mostly, and it's got a separate. If you turn the other way, you turn right, it's got a separate door, and that's pretty much already almost. It was like they were working on finishing it and they didn't. So it's got paneling and stuff up all over parts and heater registries now, which are turned off because electric heaters are awful, especially the old basement register ones. So I could throw carpeting down in that real easy, just get remnant carpets and toss them down, and I would have like the entire run of the basement by myself, and the occasional person coming down and doing laundry would be the only bother that I would have to play with, pretty much. Oh, Texas doesn't let you have basements? Why wouldn't Texas? Would you have like hurricanes and basements would be a good thing to have? Like I could imagine Louisiana would not have basements because, flooding, swimming, things like such. Is it the water table that you're not allowed to have like a cellar in Texas? Okay. Question time, specifically for the group. Okay, that's right. I was answering Mel Wilson. I am building whatever the hell this is, Mr. Mel Wilson. It is a long shot front gun with a thing that used to be a Busby Stringer, and then a dual strike, which is still branded on here, and a Baron or a Boss with the two, and then a long shot handle, long strike handle. Clay. Yeah, I'm familiar with Clay. Boy, am I ever. And then that. Considering getting a different stock for that. The question I pose to you guys is twofold. One is that looks. Oh, bummer. Yeah. Well, I do this so I don't have to do remodeling. Okay, so the question is, I pose to you guys. I'm going to take that camera light and tip that away. This with the shroud, and I'm going to have to probably fill this section in for the profile of it, or without the shroud. And then this has a pretty severity lip here by about a half to quarter inch, I'll take the tab off and probably these lines and flatten it. And then maybe take this away and leave it like this. And then leave that on there, but take this off. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking too for dart storage, because I'm going to use it to shoot single darts. And it would be nice to have, though, because they make mags that are short mags that are full mags, so I could pop a 6 mag in there and leave it sit, and then a regular mag on the other side. This. I wonder how sturdy that's going to be. There's only one way to find out, though, isn't there? Worst case scenario, I take the other long strike stock I got laying around and chop the top off. But this, make it look like, oh, that's actually kind of cool too. Oh, that's kind of neat. You can completely roll with the aesthetic though. Well, it kind of does. Yeah, it's kind of neat looking like that. Come back up. Okay. Yeah, I think the dart storage is probably going to stay. Put those screws back in. I think that's it. Let me see what we got here. Chop the top off, you say. Shroud area. Not the biggest fan of that. Well, it's Pete's talking structural integrity here. That's an important point. Remove what section, Pete? The top section? The structural integrity goes away. That's kind of what I think that's what you're referring to. I don't overthink it, but the bears. Let's slow it down here then. Like, that's kind of cool looking. Kind of like that, but I'm not going to do. I'm thinking maybe this. And the magazine's going to hang here squarely. Actually, you know what? I probably have. Yeah, I do. How about that? I got one. I actually got one. Yeah, you know what? Fixed bayonets. Yeah, so the problem is now when I put that in there, though, if I were to remove that lower bar, not going to look as good. I think I can live with this. I was thinking of some kind of bayonet or something for this thing. It would be cool to have some kind of thing there. I have one of the crossbow arms laying out in my living room. I found one of them. I gotta find the other one so I can cut them off at the stump so I can have them fit. Now, kind of stuck together there. Now, let's see here. In order to not lose screws. An axe. Oh, an axe. No. Schnapps. Wasn't there tiny screws? There were little ones. I think that we're holding 1, 2, 3, 2. Or did I throw them all in there? I must have done that. No, because that's a short one. Yeah, okay. This was sitting here. Like this. Comfort over all things, for the most part. Aesthetics wins a lot, though. Aesthetics does win quite a bit. I have to admit that. Okay, Russ, I will see you around, buddy. These stupid things have an odd screw size. They just go on like that. Hey, Mr. Fuzzy Pete. See you as well. Oh, hey, good stuff. Didn't see you there. Snuck in on me, huh? What time is it anyway? It's 12. I'm going to go for another half an hour here. Get some time on that. I should do well. Okay, now something's wrong. I used the wrong screws. Yeah, I do a fair amount of lurking on live streams too. I kind of sit and watch a lot of them and don't say anything. A couple of reasons. One of which is they're talking. They can talk. Talk. I don't need to. Oh, 3D printer. We're just talking about more and more 3D printer stuff today. Lots of talking about 3D printer stuff for the last couple of days. I'll probably be in that stage tomorrow. By the time I get off work. There we go. Now I just need one of those big ass screws. Put them in here, didn't I? Maybe I did. It doesn't matter. Let's put one of these in instead. That'll hold it. I actually have, I don't know if I said that last night or this night or not. I actually, screw port is stripped. Bloody hell. Oh well. So weird, where people throw ducks at balloons and nothing is what it seems. Probably made another tube and labeled it. But I didn't. Better than dumb. No. Let's do that instead. Don't need another tube. I got screws from the body. Look at me. There we go. You do that often? Wake up, come in, bother you? Or is it morning where you are? I can't remember. I think it might even be tomorrow or past tomorrow or early on it or something like that. I don't remember. Wake up for school, I'm guessing, probably. Yeah, see, that holds much better when you have a screw of the correct size. That works out better. Still going to have to cap all of that stuff off. That. I don't know what happened to the lid again. Screwdrivers. Get lost. Okay. Now, what do I do with the brass? What did I do with the brass? 17/32. Here we go. Yeah, not quite as entertaining tonight. I've been up for a long time, so my brain's a little fried. That handle took a long time to get that stinking thing to. I couldn't go to bed until I figured out how to get that thing trimmed down, get it set. That was making me nuts. And once I got it trimmed down and everything, then I was okay. But by then, the sun had been up for quite some time. I always write what the size of the brass is on it repeatedly, like every every inch or so. That way, in case I cut it, I don't accidentally forget to have it labeled. There we go. Now, what parts do I need? Is the spring still in here? No, I'm not sure if I took that off or if it went flying. Either way, it's gonna have to be upgraded. So, it's relevant. Aha. I get this thing again. Now, need a dart. Still need a dart. Preferably an AccuFake. That's the blue paper. There we go. There's one. There we go. Eyeball. Beaker gave me that. Now, how do I want to go about? Did I leave the rings in there? Yeah, I did. Not much. More me talking to myself, trying to figure out if I have enough parts to do what I want to do to shroud this thing and put it in there. So that's actually going to be further back than I thought. Very far back, in fact. Huh. It's interesting. I do like them flush mounted. Flesh mounted. So, where... God, I keep losing this stuff. I actually have a plan for one of those horror demonic-y looking Nerf guns. This is taking the place of me doing other projects. This was just something. Literally, I was sitting here, and this dual strike fell over, and I was like, you know what? I want to do a dual strike. Let's do a thing where I just make a Nerf gun online the entire time because I was bored. I don't know what this thing's turning out to be, Mr. White. I let it build itself. Like, I built the whole assembly on this thing a long time ago because it was just going to be a pistol, and then I didn't do anything with it. And then I wanted to put something on the front after I had the barrel kind of hanging out the front here. After I glued this on the bottom, and then I was like, oh, that doesn't look good because it hangs over. I need something to make that go. So then I glued this on. And then I glued this on. So I don't know. There's absolutely no real plan for making this blaster at all. I don't have a plan. I am just going as I go. And it is showing up. So it's going to wind up being whatever it wants to be. And as easy as it wants to be. Whatever it wants to be. Okay. Oh, parts. Dual strike main body, long strike handle and stock. Busby Baron undergun, because that works. That still works. I got all the guts for that yet. Long shot front gun shroudy thingy. And then some kind of bug attack crossbow. I bought it from Toys R Us, and it didn't work when I bought it. But they wouldn't let me take it back because they were going out of business, and they're bastards. They're like, oh, sales are final. I'm like, it doesn't work. I just want one. And they're like, well, sorry, sir. You can come back tomorrow, but I couldn't come back tomorrow. It's got a really neat handle to it, and I was going to do something with it. I tried to fix it, but it wouldn't fix. And I got mad and kind of stumped it, so I lost all the order of the guts. And that just made me even madder. There's a pattern there. This is how I cut brass. I don't like to use a pipe cutter. crunches it. I just bought a flaring tool, but I'm going to take it back. I don't like it. Yeah, I do, but like I said, it smushes it. Then you got to re-flare it. That's no fun. This takes more work, but it's less hassle, I guess. I don't quite know. Sometimes I just hit it with my Dremel. If it's a short piece. The end's going to be buried anyways. And the end's going to be buried. You know what? I wouldn't normally do it that way, but we can do it that way. I'm going to do it that way. I got a couple pieces of 17/32 as it is. I just have to flare the end back out when I go to hammer it in. I'll make one end easier to hammer in then too. There we go. God, I hate when it does that. Walked. It's 12-ounce mouse. I'm not. See, what a crap shit. That's why I freaking hate pipe cutters on brass. Yeah, it's 12-ounce mouse playing in the background. It's Adult Swim. I'm not particularly fond of the show, to say the least. I'm just going to simply say I think it sucks. I don't get the show. I think it's kind of dumb. I never really did give it a chance, though. It might be something that's up my alley. Dana Snyder's a voice in it, apparently, but he's all over other stuff on Adult Swim, too. It's the guy that plays Master Shake. I guess if I gave Aqua Team a chance, I probably should give this show a chance. Yeah, I actually have the ability to get it through the catalog at work and those links, believe it or not. I can actually pick it up there. But how close did I get those? Pretty good. I'm going to have to peel that away, though. Oh, where'd they go? Favorite Adult Swim program. Maybe Rick and Morty right now, I guess. I was a big fan of Metalocalypse. I'm probably going to have to go currently with Rick and Morty. That show's just funny. I like Robot Chicken because it's stop motion animation. And I'm a big fan of stop motion animation. You know what? I better put glasses on for this one. Brass. It's one of those things that are disappearing. Like practical effects in movies. Nobody does practical effects in movies anymore. Too costly. One of the reasons I like Farscape so much. Wow. That needs to be reset. just taking off basic furring because it's going to do sleeves anyways. I'm not really scratching up the sleeves. What I mean by sleeve, all my brass is encased in my 1732nd. Never actually watched any Gundam stuff since I was a kid. It was the last time I watched anything that was Gundam, like way back in the day. Was on Star Blazers and the original Voltron. They have some Gundam and Mazinger Z with the boob missiles. They have currently the Star Wars TV show being made. Does anybody know if that's going to be on regular TV or like Stars? I get a feeling that's going to be like a premium network thing or possibly Netflix. Netflix will be good. My current favorite TV show right now is Magicians. I am so waiting for the next season to come the hell on the air. Waiting for that so bad. Yes, the new Voltron is great. I really do like the new Voltron. Because regular TV is dying with stuff. Hell, even they throw ninjutsu. I had no wish to watch it. My buddy's like, "You should really watch this," and I'm like, "Okay," because whatever he tells me to watch, I watch. He tells me to watch cool movies that you can't explain, like Jacob's Ladder and He Never Died, and Voices. That's a Ryan Reynolds movie. That's a really fucked up movie too, by the way. Like Day Robot saved the day. Let's fix this first. Like that. Oops. I like the episode when he's in the... There's so many little great jokes in The Magicians. Like when he's in the... Magicians is sci-fi too. It reminds me of when sci-fi was actually a good channel to watch. I think this chair thing is actually busted. I really think the back of it's broken down now. I know it's broken on the back, but it made a pop sound. I think the chair just gave out completely. And it feels like it's pinning on a ratchet. I didn't use up all that P-tag. I know I didn't use up all that P-tag, damn it. I'm going to use another piece of P-tag now. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh, I only got a couple of pieces left. See, what I do with my brass, at least the 1732 brass, is I slip it down P-tag. Because then, this chair broke. Damn it. Well, I got a spare out there and a cushion in here. That sucks. I like this chair. Oh, well, at least I broke it this time. I like to... What was I talking about? Magicians. Yes, Magicians. That's what I was talking about. Like, there's so many neat little jokes they do and rip on. Well, first off, they rip on that Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe thing constantly because the whole thing is a rip on Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe. That's what's first off. I find that funny as crap. Secondly, like when they're learning the battle magic and they can't translate it into English, and she translates it into French or something. She's like, yeah, the spell is like Magical de Missilis or something like that. And the guy's like, and Quinn's literally like, wait a minute, we're learning how to cast magic missile. That was pretty funny. See, we do that. Now, look at that, Dan. I have a knife from Panera Bread. Yeah, and Alice in Wonderland. I have a knife from Panera Bread I like to use for cutting P-Teg, but I don't have it in here. This little red-handled knife they use to literally cut the bread open. If you ever talk to somebody that works at, not Panera, Subway, and they use it at Panera too. It's a nothing special. Well, I don't ever want to play with turd pipes again. I did that already. The pooper tree in my house broke. I had to fix it. It was unpleasant. Oh, just break already. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good night, Boston. We'll see you around, or hear from you around. There we go. I'm going to have to cut the centers out of that stupid thing too. One of the nice things about doing it this way, when I can do the pistols I make, is that it allows them modularity. Well, not really modularity. I can literally. Oh, that's why I don't have a P-Teg hunk like that, because the other one I only had to cut a little off. And ow! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Something just bit my leg. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, like it allows you to disassemble. Like when I do the hot shots, for the most part. Now I figured out a way to get them that you can disassemble the hot shot, and you can service the entire thing. Like the new ones don't. New ones are good like that. The old ones I didn't quite have that system down. But the new ones, you can take the barrel assembly out of them and put them down properly, which is good because you need to be able to service your stuff. Giggity, I guess. Okay. I didn't polish that out. Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. Yep. It's also with this P-Teg like this, it also keeps it shiny looking for a long time because I glue it in there with the crystal clear epoxy Gorilla. So it looks shiny longer. I wish I would have figured that out sooner. Would have been a good idea. But I didn't. That would have been a good idea. Yeah, this is where the boring parts of the mod assembly stuff start to come in. You know, watch the numbers drop. Like he's just polishing up brass now. The exciting things are over for most part. I'm going to be probably taping and gluing these right into place, just like that. Maybe with an orange tip on the bottom one. Now we get to see how badly. Oh, where did the part go? There it is. These are actually going to stick out. Wow. They're literally just nubby right in there. Like, that's pretty cool. They just nub right in there like that. Could have done. Yeah, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to. I can still run a shroud or something over it if I need to, I guess. If I really needed to, I guess I could still do that. So now, what sucks is I gotta drum all these stupid. I left the white rings in there, so I gotta take that out. And I'm gonna use a sanding drum instead because I need it flat. That's bad. Forgot about that. They're not really attached, so they kind of spin. That's fun. Speaking of TV shows, for a while, I watched The Stain. I think I missed the last season of it. I remember it, The Strain, not The Stain. I didn't know to watch that either because it was. Everybody's like, you should watch that. I'm like, no, it's just a vampire movie. It's like stupid vampire stuff. He's like, no, it's Nazi vampire stuff. And I'm like, oh, well, then that makes a difference. Because dumb vampire stuff is one thing, but Nazi vampire stuff is so much cooler. And I started seeing the guy that plays the Führer dude or whatever he was in other TV shows like you always end up doing. I could have swore I had another roll. I don't want to keep using this roll. I'm going to have to cut that down too. Once I get that on there. Where's the bent end? I'm going to stick my finger in the brass. That's always a good idea. Square end is going to go down. Not the square end. It's going to go the other way. It's one of these longer than the other. The brass isn't much good. Yeah, I kind of got away from it and started getting, well, it started getting boring, honestly. It just started getting boring. My problem was with that. Flat out and simple. But then again, then I saw the nail biter. And the first thing I thought was I could make. Maybe I'll get lucky, and there's a way to make a 25-round drum attached to that thing. Probably gonna have to put a strafe inside it. As it looks like it's gonna be a. Yeah, they really did. That's typical horror movie shit, though. People don't realize that they're gonna die because they're dumb. It's the reason they run upstairs, because they're gonna die because they're dumb. You have to read the Zombie Survival Guide. It'll cure you of a lot of the stupid things that people do in horror movies. Number one weapon to carry with you is a crowbar. It's heavy, it's light, it's a multi. Little barb is gonna make me nuts till I color that up. It's heavy, it's light, it's a good size to beat stuff down with, and it's a crowbar. In the long run, it's a crowbar. So it's not like, it's not a useful thing. I was getting mad with the show because it just came down to who was kind of sleeping with who at the time. They did do a lot of shows they ruined that way. I'm gonna sit square. That would be a shit shock, wouldn't it? Go through all this and then the damn thing doesn't sit square. Okay, that's got the barb end. The reason I'm putting the shitty ends up is because these ends are flat. And I want to make sure that that's going to lay flat cleanly when I put the glue into it. Because these are going to be glued in then too. And that one just doesn't want to see. That's a problem. You can't do that. Can't do that. They have to be square. Ooh, Dream Corp's on. I don't know why I like this show. It's weird. Kind of wish they'd make more of these. I don't know if they're going to make more Dream Corp or not. I'm down to 2 people now. Just the hardcore. Just the hardcore people watching my stream now. 2 hardcore fans watching Clowny tape a piece of plastic. Riveting dimension of plastic being taped again and again and again. Clowny tapes plastic. Tapes plastic some more and more and more. Join us on our undersea joys as Clowny Neff wraps a piece of plastic with electrical tape. The Neff's best friend and oldest companion. The most valuable thing in a Neff's arsenal is his roll of electrical tape. Most multi-purpose thing that they have. Niffers commonly use this thing to cover holes in plunger tubes, which is one of their natural enemies. When used in successional laps, it can be used to clear vast differences in problematic barrel fits. Use friction fitting devices to gain an edge on their opponents on the field of glorious battle, which I know nothing about because I am French. Tape it like a pro. Put another wrap around that yet. Gotta leave enough room for glue and not enough room for glue. Probably just gonna use my regular epoxy. I don't have a lot of it left though. There we go. Oh, screwed up. Wasted tape. Back around one time to free up some space on the roll of tape. That's better. There we go. Okay. Donk. That's why I don't want to keep using that roll of tape. It works so well. There's not a lot of regular glue left in there. Number 5. My multiple sticky things. Pull them both out. Most of the other ones are clear like this too. The DAP ones, I mean is it DAP or DevCom? They don't seem to be clear. I'm wondering if they made this clear because it's a selling point to make it clear, or if there's a reason, like beer bottles aren't clear for a reason. They make them intentionally opaque. That's also a selling point as well, because sometimes settling of things gets in the way. So if you buy like a Hefeweiser, sometimes they're clear. They want you to see the wheat stuff. That started setting up really quickly. That was weird. I may have spaced out for longer than I thought I needed to. There we go. Glue. Glue. Oops. Glue everywhere. Really? Spin it. Spin it. That's right. Spin it. Sit on it and spin it. That fits right in there. I actually mixed up the right amount of glue for a change. It's interesting. The dunce. Well, see, I had to say that. Spin it. Spin it. Spin it. There we go. There it is. Now. Glue. There we go. Okay, now this one's shot. You can always wipe off the other glue, but this one doesn't seem to wipe off as easily. These are going to get capped with probably some orange tips, just so I can have them orange. Do I have any left? Yeah, I do. Not much though. Need more XPZ barrels. Need more cow barrels. A better source of something that can go over that. Ow, God, my shoulder. Oh wait, I got some of that orange hosing too. Okay, well, I think I'm going to wrap this up for the night. It's almost been 2 hours, and we're down to 2 people. They're probably falling asleep by now, so. Glue dry, and then snap a photo of it, and that'll be it for the night. Probably post that on InstaSlam. Thanks for sticking around with me, guys. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have myself another camera. It's not going to be so poor, and I'll maybe streaming Tuesday night, maybe tomorrow. Not sure. Depends on how tired I am after getting back and dealing with crap at night. It'll be late, though, if I won't late on my end. Ooh, 2 o'clock. Okay. Good night, guys.